If aging is a slow burn, polyphenol might just be your fire extinguisher, flavored with berries, brewed in green tea, and dusted with cocoa powder. These plant-based compounds, especially the subclass known as flavonoids, are quietly building a reputation not just as antioxidant heroes, but as full-fledged longevity allies. The real twist? They're not found in futuristic supplements or designer superfoods. They're hiding in your humble blueberries, your morning matcha, and your dark chocolate indulgence that, for once, might count as a health decision. Polyphenol are a broad class of phytonutrients found in plants, and flavonoids are one of their most studied and exciting groups when it comes to healthy aging. And they aren't just fancy chemical names to list on juice bottles. They've been extensively studied for their impact on inflammation, cognitive decline, and cellular aging, particularly in older adults. And unlike fads that fade faster than your memory after a bad night's sleep, the data on polyphenol is surprisingly durable. Let's start with inflammation, the smoldering enemy of aging. Chronic low-grade inflammation, what researchers call inflammaging, is now seen as a key driver of everything from heart disease to Alzheimer's. Flavonoid-rich diets, particularly those high in foods like apples, onions, berries, and teas, have been shown in cohort studies to significantly lower circulating inflammatory markers like CRP, IL-6, and TNF-alpha. The mechanism isn't just antioxidant wizardry, though that helps. Polyphenol also influence gene expression, reducing pro-inflammatory cytokine production at the cellular level. Essentially, they teach your immune system to take a chill pill. Then there's cognitive aging, where flavonoids really start to shine, like the neuroprotective equivalent of a good brain moisturizer. A long-term study from the Harvard Nurses' Health Study found that women with the highest flavonoid intake had significantly slower rates of cognitive decline as they aged. And we're not talking obscure powders or elixirs, just good OL berries. Another major study linked blueberry and strawberry intake to delayed memory decline by over 2.5 years. That's like getting a brain extension just for eating fruit salad. How do these polyphenol protect your brain? They cross the blood-brain barrier, a rare and VIP move for dietary compounds, and help reduce oxidative stress, modulate inflammation, and even support neurogenesis, or the birth of new brain cells. Animal studies have shown improved memory and learning with flavonoid-rich diets, and human trials are starting to catch up. One 12-week trial found that older adults who drank flavonoid-rich cocoa daily showed measurable improvements in executive function and processing speed, and probably enjoyed the happiest clinical trial snacks in history. Now, zooming all the way down to the cellular level, flavonoids appear to have a hand in regulating the biology of aging itself. In lab settings, polyphenol have been shown to activate sirtuins and AMPK, two pathways that are deeply involved in longevity, stress resistance, and cellular repair. They help maintain telomere length, those protective caps at the end of your chromosomes that get shorter as you age, and reduce DNA damage caused by free radicals. Some researchers even speculate that flavonoids could be mild senolytics, helping to clear out dysfunctional zombie cells that build up in tissues as we get older and quietly sabotage health. But the benefits aren't just about fancy cellular cleanup. There's a real-world side to this too. People who eat flavonoid-rich diets tend to have lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease, better insulin sensitivity, and higher mobility scores as they age. One study followed over 50,000 people and found that those with the highest flavonoid intakes were less likely to die prematurely, especially from causes linked to chronic disease. Their secret? Nothing crazy, just more tea, citrus, berries, apples, and a modest square or two of dark chocolate. There's also the gut-brain axis, where flavonoids once again prove they are multi-talented. These compounds feed beneficial bacteria in the gut, especially species like Akkermansia and Bifidobacteria, that in turn produce short-chain fatty acids linked to reduced inflammation, better mood, and even improved cognition. This two-way symphony of microbial and mental health means your green tea might be setting off a cascade of goodness from your gut lining to your frontal cortex. Of course, no single food or compound is going to make you immortal. Sorry, blueberries. But flavonoid-rich foods can absolutely tip the scale toward a healthier aging process. The trick is consistency and diversity, incorporating a wide range of polyphenol sources daily, without turning your life into a nutrition lab. You don't need to count flavonoid milligrams. You just need to eat colorfully, regularly, and with some joy. And maybe brew that tea instead of cracking that soda. So yes, flavonoid-rich diets seem to be one of nature's most elegant tools for helping humans age, not just longer, but better. They cool inflammation, protect the brain, tune up the immune system, and keep your cells humming along instead of wheezing into senescence. All without requiring a single pill. And the best part? They taste amazing. Imagine a prescription that includes blueberries, dark chocolate, red onions, green tea, and the occasional glass of red wine. If polyphenol are the secret sauce of healthy aging, it's a good time to be hungry.